What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ralph's Garage. This is going to be a quick video. I'm going to show you how to replace a front axle on pretty much any Subaru. They're all very similar. So let's get started right into the video here. Going to be quick. Okay, so the first step is you're going to disconnect your sway bar end link, and I've already got mine disconnected. This was a 14 on the back side and a 15 on the front here, and then I just slid it out. Pretty easy. This will allow you to move the lower control arm. So the next step after that, we're gonna go ahead and zap the axle nut off. This is a, what is this, 32 millimeter, and you'll see there's like a little dimpled piece in here. Don't worry about trying to undimple that or get that out. Just zap it off with your gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. There it goes. Your new axle will come with a nut, so you can throw this old rusty one away. The end of the axle is free. You can see I can actually push it in. We're going to want to lower this control arm so that we can pull the hub out, and that'll give us access to the to be able to pull the axle out of the hub. So let's do that now. Okay, I had some GoPro problems. Typical GoPro battery problem. So the easiest way to free this hub so that you can swing it out and make room to pull the axle out is to remove the lower ball joint here. So this is a 14 mil, so we're going to zap that out. All right, and then we'll get a pry bar and we'll pop this lower ball joint out. So let me set you up here. Got to get the right angle to pry this. There it is. Now we can swing this hub out. We're going to pull the axle out the backside like that. Get it out of the transmission right here. We're going to use the same pry bar, and we'll just wedge it in there. It doesn't take too much. I'm kind of at a weird angle because of trying to film. There it is. A little bit of gear oil will drip out, it's not a big deal. There we go. Now you got your old axle out, get your new one. Slide it in just like you got your old one out. Up in there, and then once you have it like this where it's kind of in and you'll have to push it past the C-clip, just move on from there and we'll work on the outside again, and we'll leave it like that. I'll show you in a minute a trick to get that in. So now we're here. Here's that new nut that the new axle comes with. We'll spin that off, save that, and we're gonna pull out on the hub and put this right in the center of the hub. There it is. So now you got your new axle in here. So what you're gonna do is just spin your nut on, and then you're gonna lay back down on your back. Let me get under here with you. And you're basically, here, I'll try and get like a wide view so you can see what I'm doing. So you're basically gonna use kind of like the hub as a hammer, and just tap the just like that, and you're just going to tap the axle right in. So let's do that. There it is. So now your axle is in the transmission. Nice. And you're in the hub. So now go ahead and put your lower ball joint back in. We're on the home stretch. It's gonna be a quick video, guys. Yep. And then once you get your ball joint in here, so here's a key as well. I know a lot of you are like, oh, my ball joint's not that easy to get out. Well, when I changed my lower control arms, I put anti-seize on this ball joint. Anti-seize with Subaru, with anything really, is your friend. So put some anti-seize on this before you put it in there. And that also goes for pretty much any kind of suspension part that you're eventually gonna have to take off. You'll thank yourself later. You saw how easy that was to get out. Put anti-seize on it. It's worth the money. It'll save you time later. And if your car's rusty right now and it's seized in there, just keep prying on it and banging on it, you'll get it. Sometimes you can like hammer a wedge in here to open up this knuckle if it's really stuck, but usually prying on it with a big pry bar will pull it out. So if you're stuck, don't get discouraged, just keep trying, and remember, anti-seize before you go back together. I'm not going to do it because I already have anti-seize on it, so I'm going to pop this back in there. And to do that, I'm going to use rubber mallet on the bottom. There we go. Now I'm all in there, so I'm going to put that bolt back in. All right, I'm going to zap that home with the gun. Also, anti-seize these bolts. So what did I need? What did I need so far? I needed a 14 mil socket. I think this was a 15 mil ratcheting wrench and a 14 mil wrench on the back side. And that's pretty much it. Your big socket for your axle nut. So now I'm going to put this guy back in here. It's a little hard to move, so I'm just lining it up like that. Put my nut back on here. Take my 15 and my 14 once it starts to spin, and I'm going to hold the back side with the 14. Tighten this guy down. Okay, so now I'm done under the car. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this guy down. And then I'm going to take a little chisel type punch guy, and I'm going to divot in the little lock right here. So let's do that. We're going to use our rubber mallet. And that's it. You're done. You just changed a Subaru front axle. Throw your wheel back on, get back on the road. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, have a good one. See you later.